Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. You know, most of my weeks are pretty good. Some weeks are better than others. As you can tell by looking behind me, at least in terms of location, this is one of the great ones. I'm actually in Chatham, Massachusetts, where I'm giving a talk to the New England Produce Council and moderating a panel discussion where we're going to be talking about how a changing and evolving marketplace, especially when it comes to demographics and technology, is affecting the produce business. And you know, the more I talk to people about this subject, the more I become persuaded that in a lot of ways, you know, the thing that's going to differentiate one company from another, and this is both on the manufacturer and the retailer side, is going to be the way they deal with information. Now, that's not to say that, you know, quality produce is not really important. Of course it is. In fact, the fact that you're selling quality fruits and vegetables, well, that ought to go without saying, although clearly I feel the need to say it. No, I think it's going to be the way that companies communicate with consumers to tell them about the products they're trying to sell. You know, if you could tell a consumer when they buy something or before they think about buying it, how to serve it, how to make it, how to eat it, you know, when it's appropriate to buy it, when it's not appropriate to buy it. You know, you put that product in a kind of context, you can create a real relationship with the consumer. And at the same time, if you provide information to the person who's working in the department, you know, help them understand more about that product other than, you know, this is how to stack it and this is what to price it at. Well, you know, you can turn that person into an ambassador. I mean, I think people who work in produce departments ought to be required to sample as much product as they possibly can, just so they can be intelligent about it. So yeah, I think information is the place where all this stuff is going to come, you know, that's where the differences are going to be made. Companies that are really good about communicating internally, people on the front lines with consumers, they are the ones that are going to have the differential advantage long term. I just think that's inevitable. Listen, you know, there have been companies that have been doing that for a long time. You know, when Fergal Quinn was running Super Quinn, he used to put signs over items in the produce department and a lot of other departments too, telling them, you know, who the farmer was that it came from. Hey, listen, these days is going to be more high tech than not, probably, but information is the key. Oh yeah, and they got to taste good too. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning, and as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.